We begin with the tech billionaire who is fast becoming a political force. Since taking charge of X, formerly known as Twitter, Elon Musk has used the social media platform as a platform for his own political views. And after spending millions of dollars helping to secure Donald Trump's return to the White House, he's now wading into European politics, expressing support for far-right and anti-establishment parties across Europe, including here in Germany. In December, he tweeted his support for the far-right Alternative for Germany party, or AfD. With the general election in February, the AfD is polling second, and parts of the party are being monitored by German domestic security services as possible threats to democracy. On December the 20th, he posted, "Only the AfD can save Germany." And then on New Year's Eve, and referring to next month's elections, he posted, "AfD is going to win an epic victory." Elon Musk also used an interview in the German newspaper Welt to double down on his views, defending the AfD against its detractors and describing it as Germany's last hope. He's also attacked Germany's leaders, saying that Chancellor Olaf Scholz should resign immediately and calling him an incompetent fool. And the German president, Frank-Walter Steinmeier, he said, "Steinmeier is an anti-democratic tyrant. Shame on him." Berlin has accused Elon Musk of election interference. Well, when asked about Musk's barrage of insults directed at him and other German leaders, Chancellor Scholz brushed off the comment, saying, "Don't feed the troll." Olaf Scholz went on to say that it was nothing new, and he highlighted Musk's support of the far-right AfD as a much greater concern.
As Social Democrats, we have been used to rich media entrepreneurs disagreeing with our party since the 19th century. This is nothing new. The decisive factor is that Mr. Musk has supported a party that is partly far-right extremist. And as we can see, he is not only doing this in our country. This is something we not only disagree with, I reject it.
So is Elon Musk's trolling having any effect on German politics? Simon Young is one of DW's battalion of political correspondents. Welcome, Simon. Are Mr. Musk's comments having any measurable effect on public opinion?
Yes, Phil. Well, there has in fact been a poll in the last few days looking at Elon Musk's possible influence, but I'm afraid it's inconclusive. That poll has said that 40% of Germans believe that Musk could influence the upcoming election here in February in favour of the AfD Alternative for Germany party, but 42%, so just very slightly more, of those polled said that they didn't believe so. And indeed, that number included quite a lot of younger voters and also of people who say they support the AfD. So make of that what you will. In terms of the actual voting intention, well, the latest polls there do show an increase in support for the AfD. They're up just 1% now to around 21.5%. But at the same time, it also shows an increase of 1% in support for the Greens, who are very much not supported by Elon Musk. So, these things are difficult to pick apart. But a lot of people certainly hear, at least, what Elon Musk has to say.
And what about amongst politicians? We've seen Chancellor Scholz downplaying Musk's so-called trolling. What else is being said?
Yeah, some are downplaying it, but I think the political parties are overwhelmingly against these interventions by Musk. I mean, let's just remind ourselves, calling the Chancellor an incompetent fool is calling the German president an undemocratic tyrant and saying the AfD are the only ones who can save Germany. It's a party that the intelligence agency here describes as a potential extremist threat. Well, the Greens candidate to become Chancellor is currently the economics minister, Robert Habeck. He said, "Hands off our democracy, Mr. Musk," whereupon Elon Musk called him a traitor to the German people and a fool. So it goes back and forth. a lot of politicians are calling for more regulation of fake news and social media and that kind of thing. And I'm sure we'll see a lot more of those types of calls in the coming weeks.
And what about the AfD? Are they glad of Elon Musk's support?
Well, I think the AfD are overwhelmingly very happy about this kind of support, not to say ecstatic. I mean, he's someone who's an influential celebrity, I think you could call him, and he has the ear of Donald Trump, of course, and he generates a lot of media commentary, and to some extent the AfD are leaning in. They say that the media, the team around Alice Weidel, who's their Chancellor candidate, are in regular contact with Elon Musk's people, and on Thursday Alice Weidel and Elon Musk are due to hold some sort of conversation live on Musk's platform X. At the same time, I think the Alternative for Germany need to be careful. We think of what's been happening in the UK, where Elon Musk said that the Reform Party, Nigel Farage's party, were the only ones who could save the UK. And then he turned around and said Nigel Farage is not the right man to lead that party. So, the AfD too could be vulnerable to the sort of sudden whims of someone like Elon Musk. What if in this live conversation on X, for instance, he criticises the AfD's policy of getting really close to Russia under Vladimir Putin? How would Weidel react? Would she give any ground on that? So I think there are risks for, with being so closely supported by somebody with the Elon Musk's profile. He's the sort of person who will possibly just say anything to get clicks, and perhaps very often does.
OK, thanks for that, Simon. DW political correspondent Simon Young.